Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with another apartment renovation. I am renovating 131221 Chic Street in the fashion district of Myshuno. And this is an apartment inspired by the new Party Essentials kit that just came out this past week. I really wanted to try to use some of the items in a home, and I thought an apartment would be the perfect place for that. I didn't really want it to be super bright and colorful. I just wanted to see how I could fit in some of the items like the new record player, the new bar, the lighting, all of that into a cozy apartment. And I was thinking, there was definitely some entertainment going on here. I was thinking this was like the apartment that was the biggest amongst a group of friends. So all of the friends always come to this one when they are getting together to hang out. So this is like the hangout spot. I'm not sure what I'm calling this video. It might be called Hangout Spot Apartment or something like that. But that was the idea behind it. It's very neutral. Lots of like dark, warm brown tones. And I love how this one came out. So I really hope you will enjoy it as well. If you do and you'd like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. I did also use the new TV that came with the Party Essentials kit, but there is one swatch of it that doesn't have the backlighting behind it, and I chose that one just because I didn't feel like the lighting fit this apartment very well, and I was very happy that it had that swatch. So here we are in the kitchen. I am using that backsplash that is like for selfies and stuff as a kitchen backsplash. That was my first thought of how to use it when I did my review. When the kit came out, and I thought it would be perfect to use in this kitchen space just to add a little bit of texture, and of course to use some more of the new items that came with this kit. I adore the new lighting fixture. I have it hanging over the kitchen space here. I just think it is so pretty, and I feel like it's going to be one I use quite a bit. But anyway, in the kitchen here, I do have a couple of floating shelves over on the side that I decorate with a plant, some plates, and I believe I get a teapot up there as well. And I'm using the counters from Jungle Adventure paired with the appliances that are from Home Chef Hustle. I also did include a lot of my decision making in this video since it was a pretty short build, and you'll see that I'm not sure what kind of table or chairs I want to use, and I completely change it out and I go with these ones, which I think are such a good fit for this space. I just love the warm tones in here. I'm really happy with it. It just feels really cozy and inviting, and I thought like a space for your Sims to hang out and enjoy each other's company. This was like the perfect spot. So just getting a trash can over here, and I also got a little painting. This one's from City Living. It's just a city painting. I thought it made sense for this apartment. And then the round rug is actually from the Modern Luxe kit. I thought it looked really nice in that spot. So anyway, moving on into the living room, and I really did not know what sofas I wanted to use. I tried these ones from the Book Nook kit, and I kept like placing them down and then looking at the kitchen and trying to figure out if it fits the color scheme in this area and had the vibe I wanted. I wanted to try that one from the Growing Together pack as well, and it wasn't working out. I couldn't figure it out for a little while. I actually ended up going with a base game sofa, which is one you can unlock. I don't remember how it's unlocked, but it's an unlockable sofa. It's just like a really generic looking couch that I feel like everyone has seen in real life, and so I ended up using this and adding a couple of pillows to it, which I should be grabbing here shortly, and I think it works beautifully in this space. This couch only has 3 swatches, and I thought about using this orange swatch, but I do end up going with the cream color in the end. And a lot of the furniture pieces I picked to have more of a like mid-century modern vibe to them, just because both the bar and the record player from the Party Essentials kit look kind of mid-century, so I tried to match things to that in this space, and I think it worked out okay. Like this coffee table, which is from the Book Nook kit. I also got this really pretty armchair from Growing Together, which I don't know if I've ever used that chair before, but I thought it matched nicely with the dining chairs that I chose at the table. So grabbed that. We have a nice bookcase over here, and then I actually added a dartboard in this space. I thought that would be fun for a get-together. Like some parties could be here, but I don't think every party has to be like bright and colorful. I could see this just being a nice space for Sims to hang out with, have a couple of drinks, watch a movie, play some darts. I just loved the idea of that. And this is definitely my favorite bar in the game. It just looks like a nice piece of furniture. I've never liked the bars in the game because they have that lip on the other end, which is supposed to look like the island counters that come with the game. and it just always feels so out of place. Something about this one just feels correct and stylish, and it's going to be my most used bar, I know, going forward. I feel like more of my houses are going to have bars now just because of this one particular item. It is so nice. But anyway, I am just adding a couple of more decorations in the kitchen. I really wanted to add these baskets, but for some reason, they just didn't feel right, so I do get rid of those in the end, but I do end up adding a mortar and pestle and a basket of like books and stuff over in the corner of the kitchen, and I think that looks really nice. Gonna be deleting those other baskets now, though, which the reason I was having trouble placing them is they look like they're kind of floating when you place them on a surface because they only touch down in the middle, which I know is by design, but it just looked a little awkward to me for some reason, so I didn't end up keeping them. And then on the coffee table, I wanted to add some clutter. At first, I put this like journal and a tray of drinks, and I'll keep the tray of drinks, but later on, I'm actually going to put the journal on the desk that I end up placing down and putting a like chess table on the coffee table instead. So it was like another activity that you could do with your friends. I just really wanted this space to feel inviting, and there was a lot of activities to do. Of course, the chess table that I put there is not functional. The only functional ones in the game are the like full tables. And I just have like a decorative one on the coffee table, which I think is more realistic. I don't know many people that actually have a full like chess table in their houses, but I didn't really have room to put one of those here. You could probably move some stuff around and fit it somewhere, but I opted not to. But anyway, this is the bedroom. I am using mismatching bedside tables and this really pretty bed from the For Rent expansion pack. I really like this one. And I just think this room feels really cozy. I wanted to have some books in here, so I do have a couple that are going to be on one of the bedside tables, as well as this little tray that has books in it. And that particular bedside table has books underneath it as well. That's from the Book Nook kit. I think it's so pretty. And then over here, I just got some clutter from the Everyday Clutter kit. I feel like that's one of my most used kits, and it just fits really nicely in this space, just cluttering that up and making it feel more lived in. And then over on the other side, I wanted to have a wall sconce to kind of complement the fact that the other side has a lamp and this one didn't. And I tried a bunch of different lamps, and I ended up going with the one I always use in the end, which is this one from the Bowling Stuff pack. I really like that one. And for some reason, I just always end up using it. I try to use different things, but I just think that one looks the best. And then over here, I added a dresser once again, trying to stick with that mid-century modern vibe. So this one is from the Get Famous pack. And then I just got a little mirror above it and decorated the top with a couple of decorations. One of them being my favorite newest item to the game, which is the jewelry box that came with Crystal Creations. That ends up being in most of my builds nowadays. It's just so pretty. And I got a couple of other decorations up here as well. I believe we got a tissue box and maybe a candle. No, we got some books. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly, but I think it looks really nice. It's pretty simple, but it makes it feel a little bit more lived in. And then I think I add a mirror over here and some paintings over on this wall, which are some of my favorites in the game. I tend to use them too often, but they are so nice. But anyway, in the entryway now, I wanted to add a desk space. There's like a little office nook right here. And I actually ended up using a coffee table, or not a coffee table, a dining table here instead of a desk, because none of the desks really were the right style I wanted to go for. So I ended up using this one, and I think it looks really nice. I just got a simple computer up here, and then I end up putting a couple of shelves up above the desk, which are pre-decorated shelves that came with For Rent. I thought that it made sense to have a couple of decor pieces that you might use in the kitchen, because this is right outside of the kitchen and it just looks really pretty. So I decided to do that. Got the same lamp that I have in the bedroom, and then getting a little bit of clutter like these books and I believe a couple of boxes as well. And I will be moving that little like that open book or journal that's on the coffee table to be on this desk. I just haven't done that yet. It's when I realized, oh wait, the chess table would be perfect, or the chessboard would be perfect in the living room. I also decided to add some of these brick walls throughout the space in this like nice light brown or tan, and I thought that that helped to separate everything a little bit or make it look a little bit less flat, because I did use dark brown wallpaper throughout this entire apartment, and I don't think I've ever used this wallpaper before. I have in other swatches, but I've never used this one, and something about it just felt so nice. I don't know what it is, but lately I've been really into brown, so it was nice to use this one in a way that I haven't before. And here is one I'm like, oh wait, I should probably put the chessboard out here. So just rearranging that and changing the swatch, and then figuring out exactly where to place this little book here before finishing decorating our entryway console. Just has a place to throw down like some change and receipts. There's a hat there, and added some more of that brick texture. And then we are decorating the bathroom, the final room of this apartment. It's pretty simple in here. It's using the same wallpaper that I have throughout. It's a little bit updated. It's not like overly updated, but I do think it looks quite nice. I will be changing the flooring in a little bit to a different tile. I believe the one I end up using is from Home Chef Hustle, but I did want to keep some of those warm brown tones in here. So while I don't keep this wood floor, the counter, the like cabinet under the sink is that deep brown, as is the mirror in this space. And I try to just keep everything kind of warm. We do have a cabinet over the toilet that's also in that dark brown swatch. And I add a couple of plants and other decorations in the space just to feel like it's lived in and fully decorated. Just grabbing a towel over here, and then something over in this corner, which is our laundry basket. And then we're going to be heading on into screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching, and enjoy the screenshots. Bye, everyone.